One of the biggest job of an entrepreneur is thinking. Okay? Trying to meditate, trying to find out what you need to do, how you need to do it. So when you think about it carefully, you found out that there are a lot of answers that are going to come to you. Okay, you don't just do things because people do. You don't just join people to do things because they are doing it. With what I found out is a lot of people are not ready to use their brain. Yes, they have it. They have it, yes, but the ability to sit and use it, no. They prefer to rather use their energy, some use their time, and so many other things. Okay, nobody's perfect. Nobody starts by like having it to themselves the way they want. Okay, it's like a practice. You just need to get started someday. It's very hard. It's very hard. In fact, it's harder than actually using your time or your energy. It's much harder. That's why you find out that it's only few percentage of people in the whole world that are rich. Yes. Okay, how are you doing today? I just want to be brief. Okay, I read in one of Brian Tracy's book that one of the biggest job of an entrepreneur is thinking. And from all indication, I think thinking is actually one of the best thing you can ever do in your life. Okay, trying to meditate, trying to find out what you need to do, how you need to do it. Think deeply about whatever you want to do, whatever you want to involve yourself in. So when you think about it carefully, you found out that there are a lot of answers that are going to come to you. Okay, you don't just do things because people do. You don't just join people to do things because they are doing it. The fact that a lot of people are doing things doesn't make it right. And sometimes even when it's right and a lot of people are doing it, so it looks like something that it's already common. Okay, if you want to be unique, you want to be special, so you need to think. You need to learn to think. Now, with what I found out is a lot of people are not ready to use their brain. Yes, they have it. They have it, yes, but the ability to sit and use it, no. They prefer to rather use their energy, some use their time, and so many other things. But for people to sit really and engage their brain, they are never ready for that exercise. So I found out that brain work is actually one of the things that could take you from zero to hero. Maybe I should say this again. If you learn to start using your brain, it's actually one of those things that will take you from zero to hero. Let me tell you how it works. This might take time. Okay, nobody's perfect. Nobody starts by like having it to themselves the way they want. Okay, it's like a practice. It's like a practice. You just need to get started someday. It's very hard. It's very hard. In fact, it's harder than actually using your time or your energy. It's much harder. That's why you find out that it's only few percentage of people in the whole world that are rich. Yes, thinking is just one of the things that distinct the rich from the poor. Okay, I found this out amazingly. Do you know that recently, it's not even recently, I think around this year 2024, early this year, I create time that I just sit to think. Okay, I created some time that I just have to sit to think, especially in the morning hours like this. So I was just thinking and I thought I should make this video. Okay, so one unique thing with thinking is it's actually difficult from the start. Yes, I can agree with you. Even continuously it's going to be difficult, but the more you engage your brain, the more easier the thinking becomes, and the more easier you're able to find out the pattern that works for you, because you are very unique. Every human is very, very unique. Okay, so if you're able to find out your uniqueness through thinking, okay, so it's easier for you to get wealthy doing that. It's easier for you to get wealthy doing that. And it doesn't matter whether you work for people, whether you work for yourself, but what is very, very important is for you to sit and think. You can actually think things through. Yes, you are facing challenges, then start by thinking. Start by thinking. Don't just go in all trying to solve the problem without necessarily thinking. Think it through. Okay, in most cases you found out that if you start thinking, then there's every possibility that you already find out what is likely to go wrong, the things that are likely to go right. Most times you'll be able to figure out the end result, the consequences probably in some cases. So if you're able to figure this out, and this is what I found out in business, for a lot of people that do business, you have to be calculative. You have to be calculative because, and guess what? No matter how you are calculative, things will still go wrong. But for some of us, we're already used to the game. Okay, you have to learn. You have to learn. Most times when things go wrong, maybe you lose some money or you lose some time, you lose some efforts. So it's like Dr. Olumide Emmanuel said it, that it's like a school fees you pay for that experience. So whether it comes good, it comes bad, is an experience. But what I'm telling in essence is that if you try to think it through, then there's likely high probability that you get it right. Okay, you get it right. So now what I'm saying in essence is that you need to start thinking. Really start wearing your thinking cap. Don't just go around life, go about life without necessarily thinking deep. So when you start small, okay, of course think big. Like they say, Think and Grow Rich. That's one of the books that I read again. And let me give you a few tips on how to start thinking to make sense. Yes, I just remember the book Think and Grow Rich. There are a few ideas there that will help you, including my own idea on how I do my thinking. Now, number one, let me start from myself. I found out that there are some situations, if I found myself, my thinking becomes very unique. Like I can just be thinking without interruption, and ideas will begin to flow. Number one of those places is while taking a shower. Like once I put on the water, and it's coming down, I just close my eyes and then it's dropping on me. So you see my head will begin to travel around the world. Like it's crazy, but you can try it. I never knew that is that's where I can actually do that until I began to be conscious about thinking. So once the water began to flow my head while taking my bath, so my head just travel around challenges that I've been facing, around new ideas, imaginations begin to come. I feel so special. And sometimes I can take 30 minutes taking a shower. Depends on how the ideas are coming. Sometimes I have to be with my phone to record some of the things that I'm thinking, because once I get out of there, and this is another thing I want to teach you. Okay, you need to as well have some kind of way to record your thinking, because sometimes it comes like a flash. You are using your subconscious mind. You are gaining access into that powerful place where a lot of people, we call it the sixth sense. A lot of people live their life never accessing that part of their lives. The sixth sense. There's a lot to learn. And this part that I'm teaching you right now, I learned it from Think and Grow Rich. Okay? Napoleon Hill taught us that the sixth sense, you have 5 sense organs, right? Your eyes, your nose, your nose, your mouth, your tongue, your ear, your skin, those sensitive parts, your eyes. So those 5 sense organs. Now there is the 6th sense organ. So a lot of people get to use only the 5. Only the 5, right? So, and you found out that these 5 are just like a window to the conscious mind. To the thinking, like your head now, right? There's a lot to learn. So, but the 5 sense organs is a window that give access to the conscious mind, that invariably give access to the subconscious mind. Now the subconscious mind, don't confuse yourself, just listen. The subconscious mind is where things happen. Like that's where the real life is. That's where the imaginations. People like Elon Musk, people like Dangote, people like all the successful people, Otedola them, all the Mike Adenuga from Nigeria, all these successful people. Now, the difference between them and you is because they involve their subconscious mind a lot. If you can learn to do that, I tell you guys, you find solutions to even problems that you never imagined. Like, I think that's a place where you can have access to connecting with God. Like, seriously, that's how I feel. Because if you start using your subconscious mind, ideas will start coming to you from nowhere. You never imagine, and sometimes it's not even your doing. You begin to figure things out that you never have thought of that will come true. Okay? And it's so amazing. It's so amazing. But like I said, it's a practice. A lot of people don't do it. They don't think because it's hard. But I promise you, if you get started, it's going to get easier with time. That's why I say I create time for thinking right now. Okay? And I have to do it. You know, sometimes not necessarily that you have a challenge, but you just have to form the habit of thinking. You know, just sit and think. First, start from the problems you have. Start thinking it through. Write the problems down. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Right? You don't even think yet. Just keep looking at the problem. Look at it. Read it loud. And this is the second suggestion. Napoleon Hill called it auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion. Right? And this auto-suggestion means that you write down all the things that are your problem. You know, precisely, you might decide to write down all the things that are actually solution to your problems. Because if you focus too much on reading the problems, then they also form against you in your subconscious mind. And that's why a lot of people are actually poor, because they think more of their problems. Oh my God. So what do? Please write down solutions to your problem, or what you want exactly, your vision. That thing exactly that you want, write them down clearly. Like Brian Tracy taught us that you can start by writing what is like 10 things that you want. We are just preparing for 2025, right? Okay, like what I'm teaching some of my students right now is that you have to write down your vision for 2025. Write them down clearly. For example, you want 10 things. Let me just assume you want 10 things. Please write all the 10s down clearly. And when you're writing, write them as though you have gotten it already. Like, I have $50 billion in my account doing e-commerce by the end of 2025. Now, just listening to what I've said now, there is clear specification of time duration, which is 2025. That's 12 months. There's also clear amount I want, right? And what I'm going to be doing, right? So, but a lot of people, they don't understand why saying some of these things. They just say, I want to be rich. A lot of poor people will say, I want to be rich by the end of 2025. So that's very vague, and your brain cannot comprehend it. Your subconscious mind do not understand what you are saying. So, but by the time you break it down like this, now you are triggered to start thinking around the solution. It's easier actually. So write those things down like 10. I just give you an example. By the way, that's huge, you know. But some of us, we've learned to what? Think big. Think big. You can start small, but think big. Like, think something that can swallow you. We are not saying you should, you know, at times endanger your health by overwhelming your head, but then think big, but start small. There are two different things. Now, like I said, auto-suggestion, when you write down these things, in accordance to Brian Tracy's advice, write down the 10 things. So around the 10 things, look at them critically. Which one is more important? Like, if you should pick one out of it, which one do you think is like most significant, most important, that will revolve around your life, that will change your life among the 10? Okay, it doesn't matter if it's the 10th one, go and pick it, cycle it. Now take this to a new sheet. Are you following? Take this to a new sheet and write 20 steps that you want to take to achieve it. Right? 20 steps. Like this e-commerce that I've made example for you now. Okay, maybe I'm a newbie, I need to learn it. Or maybe I'm already into it, I need to expand, I need to scale, I need to get staff, I need to get offices, I need to get more products, I need to get a lot of things. So I will begin to write these steps down. Now, and I will quantify it. How many staff do I need? How many offices do I need? How many new products do I need? How many customers would I need to sell to on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? Oh my God. Break it down. Now, do you know what you will do? Start reading those things every day when you wake up. Like, have a document that contains this file. You will not understand. Now, these are solutions to your problem of poverty. Assuming you are looking at poverty as a threat, instead of you thinking about, I don't have money, I can't afford it, I can't do this, I can't do that. So rather, what you do is you write down those solutions to the problem. Don't think about the problem. Now think about the solution. Be worried about these things that you've written down. These are the things you think about. Who are the people you are supposed to meet to help you do this? Amazingly, life have a way of making you figure out things once you write them down. I tell you, let me give you an example. If you start thinking about a car, okay, like you have a car in mind. This is actually the law of, they call it, I don't know, I've forgotten the name. But just start thinking about law of attraction. Yes, law of attraction. Think about a particular thing, a car. Just sample it today. At the end of this video, think about it today. Like, have a particular car in mind that this is my favorite and this is the car I want to buy. Do you know that once you start going around the environment, that's the car you will continue to come around, as if it's the only car that people drive. But in the past, you might not be seeing it. It's that amazing. So life has a way of bringing closer to you that thing you keep thinking. The solution will come. It will come. The money will come. See, people think. Please think, right? So auto suggestion is one of the ways. Then finally, if you are ready for the final option or for the final point I want to mention here, there's a lot, but I have to stop the video, okay, so that it will not be overly long. The last one is what we call affirmation. I don't know if you've heard that before. Affirmation, they are so powerful. Do you know that I've written down the affirmations for my goals of 2025 already? I've written them down. I think they're about 15 or so. These affirmations I have to read to myself every day. Do you know that before I start this live video session, I wrote down 10 affirmations. I read them on daily basis because I was afraid. How can I be making live sessions? Can I articulate my words? I was afraid. Some people are more brilliant than me. Some people are more wealthy than me. How can I be teaching people around wealth when myself I don't even have a lot of things? Like, if you understand what I mean, I was thinking negative. That's why I say this is what poor people do. I was poor before now, right? But I bet you I am no longer poor. Seriously, I am not. I don't even want to accept it that I'm poor. I cannot be poor. I can never be poor. Ola of Lagos. Yeah, that's the truth. I reject it. Poverty is a bastard. Like Dr. Stephen Akintayo said, poverty is a stubborn goat. You have to hold your cane handy, otherwise it keeps coming back when you pursue it. So that's why some of us, we can't sleep. It's this early and see I'm making video, right? By the way, today is day 94 of our live video session. I was supposed to have done this video last night, but I slept off. I was tired, so I had to wake up as early as possible to do it. I'm still going to do another one by evening. So this is day 94 of our live video session. In case you are watching me for the first time, my name is A.A. Kabir. Sorry, I'm just introducing myself. This topic is hot and really it's what can take you from zero to hero, like I said. Okay, think about it. Just think about the video, think about your life, anything you are interested in, just keep thinking about it. Think deeply, right? So I say affirmation, and some of these things, if you don't understand it, I will give you two advice. Either you pick up a book. I've just told you, Think and Grow Rich is one of the books that will trigger this. Okay, even read that book alone. I've read it 3 times. The first time I read it, I think was 2022, okay, and I read it 2024. I read it 2023. I also read it 2024. In fact, in 2024, I read it twice. This year, I read the book twice. I find the book so interesting, so that even this online session, it triggered me to do it. There's a lot of ideas that, in fact, I will still read in 2025, so that you know the importance of that book. By the way, a lot of people will read it and nothing will change. This affirmation, I learned from it. The subconscious mind and how it plays role in your life, I learned from it. Okay, the auto suggestion, I learned from it. There's so much on that book, man. There's so much to gain from it. And one amazing thing with me these days is that as soon as I learn, I implement. As soon as I learn little things, I implement. It's that amazing. So if you enjoy this session, please I beg. I'm building a community. I just told you. By the way, maybe I have not told you. I'm building a life of 1 million people with $1 million each, including myself. By the way, my own is going to be bigger than you. I'm just helping you to do this, okay? Yes. Some people might think, what's giving me the confidence? Already right now as I'm talking to you, me and my team have built not less than 5 millionaires in Naira already. Okay, so if we have done that, it's just a matter of expanding. It's just a matter of trying to expand the scope, trying to understand how to do it better, and then do it. So nothing is going to stop us. If you are interested, you can hook up with me, can get in touch. It's just little by little we're going to do this. Okay, so thank you for trusting me, thank you for watching me, thank you for subscribing, thank you for following, and don't be afraid. Okay, don't think about negative, think about all the good things you want. Always, each time a negative thinking want to come into your brain, it just want to come and occupy space, it just want to come and discourage you, just gonna make you useless. Never allow it. Sometimes I find a way of pinching myself. Stop it, think positive. See you tomorrow, guys. See you in the evening. Bye bye for now. I'm out.